Welcome back. It's December 31st. That means it's time to recap how we did on our 2020 scrapbooking resolutions. I'm Emily, and you've found Emilee's Paper Caper, where we're all about scrapping our stash and getting some pages done. If you're new here, I hope you'll join me for lots of scrapbooking ideas. Please consider subscribing, hit the subscribe button and bell icon so you don't miss a thing. So for 2020, I started out the year with 3 main scrapbooking goals. The first was to use this basket full of pocket cards. This is what the basket looked like at the beginning of the year. There were so many pocket cards. I had them all over my scrap room and decided to collect them into one place. And I've used them on lots and lots of traditional scrapbook pages this year. I've also cut them up and made embellishments out of them. I've even used them on greeting cards. And one of my favorite things to do is share these with friends. I mailed some to friends. It was really fun. Here's what the basket of pocket cards looks like today. I really used a lot of these, and if I hadn't set the goal, I'm not sure I would have. So it feels good to use this stash. So I've made quite a bit of progress with this basket of pocket cards, but I'm going to continue working on this in 2021. Tomorrow, I'll tell you more about that in my 2021 resolutions video. My second resolution was to use a specific set of embellishments that came out of a mason jar. The mason jar was so full I couldn't even get into it to use it. So I sorted that mason jar into this container from the Dollar Tree. There were tons of brads and buttons and dewdrops. And here's what this container looks like today. I have really used tons and tons of the brads, tons and tons of the buttons, have totally used up all of the dewdrops, and this has been a lot of fun, and it's a great thing to see visually how much stash I've used this past year. My third goal for 2020 was to spend less than $20 a month. Spending less than $20 a month was a real challenge, but thanks to the COVID-19 pandemic and staying at home more, I was able to save a lot of money this year. Back in March, a crop was canceled and I ended up with a $70 store credit at Daisy Lane. I ended up using that store credit for some of the items that I'll share with you now. Here are just a few of the things I purchased through Daisy Lane with my $70 store credit, and this isn't all of it, but it's just an example of the types of stamps that I got. In order to get free shipping, I needed my purchase to be $100 or more, so I also got a set of these awesome brushes, and the set of brushes came with this pretty stencil, so I'll be using those a lot. While I wasn't able to physically shop at Daisy Lane due to the pandemic, they were more than willing to message me on Facebook pictures of products I was interested in, and then they shipped me everything that was on my shopping list. I'd encourage you to support this locally owned scrapbook store in Mattoon, Illinois. They have a Facebook page and often have Facebook Live videos with lots of ideas. I'll link to that down in the description. In the spirit of full disclosure, I do want to share a couple other things that I purchased in this last quarter of the year. I finally caught on to ordering on Amazon, and I found this paper pad for about $6. It's a vintage selection of papers, and I'm looking forward to scrapbooking some older photos with this paper pad. We also made a trip down to the Idea store in Urbana, Illinois, and I found this Lucky 8 punch for $6. Look for a video coming soon with ideas and a demo on using this punch. During 2020, I also tried to use a lot of my stash of Photomats. They were all in a basket that was chock full at the beginning of the year. Here's a peek at the basket. At the beginning of the year, there was really a crazy amount of stuff in here, and I just made sure this was my first go-to anytime I needed a Photomat or a journal spot or really just anything. And this is what my basket of Photomats looks like today. I'll probably fill it up again and make things nice and handy to use on layouts this coming year. And I also have tons of washi tape. I tried to focus on using specific rolls of washi tape that I collected in this box, and this is what it looked like at the beginning of the year. This box contains just some of my washi tape. I find that there are so many rolls of this stuff, and I love it all, but I feel like I never make a dent, so having this visual record of what I've used is helpful. Here's what the washi tape box looks like today. I've really made a nice dent. Let me know in the comments, should I fill it back up and keep working on it, or should I keep just working with these? I can't decide. I have tons of ideas for using washi tape. Down in the description, I'll link to some videos with ideas for using your washi. Join me tomorrow when I reveal my 2021 scrapbooking resolutions. Have a safe and happy New Year's Eve.